Imagine stepping onto your dream cruise, only to realize you've made the same mistakes thousands of passengers regret every year. From cabin nightmares to food traps and secret fees the cruise lines hope you don't notice. These are the costly, time-wasting blunders even experienced cruisers make in 2025. Whether you're sailing with Carnival, Royal Caribbean, MSC, or NCL, these hidden pitfalls can turn your vacation into chaos before you even leave port. Stick around, because mistake number 7 shocks even the most loyal cruisers and could ruin your entire trip before it starts. Number 1. Booking the wrong cabin location. Let's start with the number 1 regret almost every cruiser makes: booking the wrong cabin. Most first-time passengers get excited by the glossy photos, a balcony, ocean view, maybe a great deal on a higher deck. But what they don't realize is that location can make or break your entire cruise. Here's how it happens. You board, find your cabin, open that door, and at first, it looks perfect. Then midnight hits. Suddenly, you hear thumping bass from the nightclub directly below you. The floor vibrates like a washing machine. Or worse, you're above the anchor room, and every morning at 6 a.m., it sounds like the ship's tearing itself apart. I've seen this happen on Royal Caribbean, Carnival, even MSC. Passengers spend thousands on a balcony room only to end up begging guest services for earplugs. Spoiler, there's often no other cabin available. And here's the kicker. Even balcony cabins aren't immune. If you're near crew doors, service elevators, or lifeboat equipment, you'll be serenaded by metal clanks and maintenance noise all week long. You lose sleep, get cranky, and spend your dream vacation counting the days until disembarkation. Before you ever click Book Now, pull up your ship's deck plan online. Look for quiet zones, midship, between other cabin decks, and away from elevators or theaters. Decks 7 to 9 are cruise gold. Book smart, sleep peacefully, and start your trip right. Stay tuned. Mistake number 2 could actually get you kicked off your ship. Number 2. Ignoring the muster drill. This next mistake can literally get you kicked off the ship, skipping or ignoring the muster drill. Most passengers treat it like a boring formality. They think, it's just a safety talk, I'll grab a drink instead. Big mistake. Cruise lines take this rule seriously. It's required by maritime law. Here's what actually happens. On a recent Carnival sailing, a handful of guests decided to skip the drill. The entire ship couldn't leave port until every single name was checked off. Hundreds of passengers waited for over an hour in the hot terminal, all because a few people wanted to head to the bar early. And when staff finally tracked them down, they were warned that missing the drill again could get them disembarked before even sailing. Most cruisers don't realize that little 5-minute session isn't optional. It's your lifeline if anything goes wrong at sea. Fires, medical emergencies, even power failures. You'll need to know exactly where your muster station is and what to do. And here's the catch. In 2025, many lines, like Royal Caribbean and MSC, now use digital muster drills. You check in via the app or watch a quick video, but you still have to physically confirm at your station before sail away. The moment you board, open your cruise app, complete the muster video, and walk to your station. It takes 5 minutes. Then you can relax with your cocktail, knowing you're officially cleared to sail safely. Number 3. Packing prohibited or forgotten essentials. This next mistake hits before you even step on the ship, packing the wrong things, or worse, forgetting the right ones. Every week, thousands of items get confiscated at cruise terminals. I've seen it happen again and again. Passengers proudly unpack their travel iron or power strip, only to find a bright orange item seized tag in their cabin later. Cruise lines take fire safety seriously. Anything that can spark, heat, or flame is banned. On the flip side, some people forget the essentials. One woman I met on a Norwegian cruise forgot her seasickness medication. By day 2, she wasn't at the pool, she was in bed, missing out on the entire private island day. Most cruisers don't realize this. Once you're at sea, those little mistakes get expensive. A basic bottle of sunscreen can cost $20 on board. A simple charger? $30. And there's no pharmacy down the hall if you forget prescriptions. Wasted money, stress, and unnecessary frustration on what should be a relaxing vacation. But here's the insider tip. Overpacking is just as bad. Cruise cabins are small. You'll trip over your luggage, dig through piles of clothes, and wish you'd brought less. Pack smart and pack light. Use a printed cruise packing checklist from your cruise line. Skip banned items like irons, candles, or extension cords. Bring magnetic hooks, motion sickness remedies, and a small carry-on with your swimsuit, meds, and documents. That way, even if your luggage takes hours to arrive, you're already in vacation mode. Number 4. Arriving at the port too late. This next one is brutal, showing up late to the port. Most new cruisers assume the ship will wait a few minutes. It won't. Ever. Picture this: a family of 4 rushing through Miami traffic, luggage piled high. GPS screaming, recalculating. They reached the pier at 3:45 p.m. The ship was set to sail at 4. The gangway? Already pulled. The crew waves goodbye from the deck. That family watched their vacation and thousands of dollars drift away into the sunset. And here's the painful truth: it happens every single week. Cruise ships operate on tight schedules, and once the captain gives the all clear, there's no turning back. Even if you can see the ship, you're not getting on. You're stranded in a random city, scrambling to catch the next port at your own expense. And travel insurance rarely covers arrived late. But here's the kicker: being late doesn't just happen on embarkation day. It happens during port stops too. People lose track of time during shore excursions, shopping, or beach days. The ship's horn blasts, and guess what? You're now the pier runner everyone films for TikTok. Treat cruise embarkation like a flight, but stricter. Fly in at least 1 day early and stay at a hotel near the port. On boarding day, arrive 2 to 3 hours before your check-in window. During port days, set an alarm an hour before all aboard time. Because once that gangway lifts, no amount of pleading will bring it back down. Number 5. Not budgeting for hidden fees. This next mistake catches more cruisers than seasickness: not budgeting for the hidden costs. You see a flashy ad: 7-night Caribbean cruise, only $499. Sounds incredible, right? But once you're on board, reality hits. Every drink, every latte, every specialty dinner, every Wi-Fi login charging. That $499 deal quickly balloons into a $1,200 shock at checkout. Here's a real story. A first-time Royal Caribbean couple thought they'd nailed a bargain. They skipped the drink package, figuring they'd just grab a few cocktails. By day 3, their bar tab already hit $300 each. Add in Wi-Fi, excursions, gratuities, and souvenirs, and their budget cruise cost more than a week at an all-inclusive resort. Most passengers don't realize your cruise fare usually covers the basics: your room, food and main dining, and entertainment. That's it. Everything else is a premium. And those daily gratuities? They're automatically charged. You can't just ignore them. You end up swiping your room card all week, pretending it's just vacation money. Then get hit with a 4-figure bill the night before disembarkation. Nothing kills that post-cruise glow faster than a surprise statement. Before you sail, plan your onboard budget just like you would for flights and hotels. Prepay gratuities, Wi-Fi, and drink packages. Check for bundle deals in the cruise app and track your spending daily. The smartest cruisers don't spend less, they spend intentionally. Number 6. Booking the wrong shore excursions. This next mistake ruins more vacations than bad weather. Booking the wrong shore excursion. Most passengers think, I'll just grab whatever's offered through the cruise line. But here's the problem: not all excursions are created equal. Some sound amazing on paper, but turn into hours trapped on a crowded bus, staring at the same souvenir shop 3 times over. Here is a real story. A couple sailing on Norwegian Cruise Line thought they booked a relaxing island tour. What they got was 6 hours of traffic, a short stop at a closed beach, and 1 bottle of water each. Their entire day in paradise gone. The mistake? They didn't research. Cruise line excursions are convenient, but they're often overpriced, overbooked, and underwhelming. You'll pay premium prices for group tours where you spend more time waiting than exploring. You lose your only chance to experience the destination properly. Port days are short, usually 6 to 8 hours. A bad excursion can eat all of it, leaving you frustrated and sunburned before you even see the beach. Always research before you sail. Read independent reviews and compare prices. Third-party companies like Shore Excursions Group or Viator often offer smaller, cheaper tours with better flexibility. Just make sure they include a back-to-ship guarantee or return you at least 2 hours before all aboard time. And here's the insider move. Sometimes, the best excursion isn't an excursion at all. Stay on board while everyone else gets off. You'll have the pool, spa, and buffets practically to yourself. Number 7. Falling for unlimited drink packages. This next one looks like a bargain, but it has the sneakiest money trap on any cruise ship. I'm talking about the so-called unlimited drink package. Cruise lines market these like liquid gold. One flat fee, unlimited fun. But most passengers never come close to breaking even. Take this real example. A couple on Carnival spent $70 per person per day on their drink package. Sounds reasonable, until you realize they only had 2 cocktails and a soda each day. That means they basically paid $35 per drink. Ouch. Here's the thing most people don't realize. These packages only pay off if you re-drinking constantly. Think 5 or 6 cocktails every single day. And that doesn't count port days, where you might spend hours off the ship, not drinking at all. You feel pressured to get your money's worth. That leads to dehydration, hangovers, and wasted sea days nursing a headache in your cabin instead of relaxing by the pool. And the fine print? Some packages don't include bottled water, specialty coffee, or drinks over a certain price. You still pay the difference plus gratuity. Before buying, do the math honestly. If you're not planning to drink much, skip the package and pay a la carte. Bring 2 allowable wine bottles per cabin. Hit the free welcome receptions, and take advantage of daily drink specials or loyalty coupons. The best cruise tip? Spend your money on memories, not overpriced mojitos. Number 8. Not downloading the cruise app. In 2025, skipping your cruise line's app is like sailing blind. Most passengers think, I'll just use the paper schedule they give me. But here's the catch. Cruise lines have gone digital first. That paper schedule? It's outdated the moment you pick it up. Shows change. Deals appear and vanish. Restaurant reservations open and fill up in seconds. Here is a real example. A passenger on Royal Caribbean didn't bother downloading the app before sailing. On day 2, she found out the comedy show everyone was raving about was fully booked. Same with the spa flash sale and the sushi class. By the time she checked the paper planner, it was all over. Most cruisers don't realize the app is your personal command center. It runs on the ship's internal Wi-Fi, so you don't even need internet access. You can check your onboard spending, book shows, make dining reservations, and even message your family or friends on board. Without it, you waste time standing in lines, missing deals, and showing up late to things that could have been one tap away. Before embarkation, download your cruise line's official app, Carnival Hub, Royal Caribbean's app, MSC for Me, or NCL Freestyle. Log in early, link your booking, and explore features before boarding. Once on board, enable notifications so you never miss a showtime, sale, or free event. Trust me, in today's cruising world, the app isn't optional. It's your secret weapon for a smoother, smarter voyage. Number 9. Trusting the buffet too much. Here's a mistake almost everyone makes, relying on the buffet for every single meal. Most cruisers think the buffet is the easiest option. No reservations, open all day, endless choices. Sounds great, right? But here's the reality. If you eat all your meals there, you're missing out on half the cruise experience. I met a couple on MSC who ate at the buffet for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. By midweek, they were complaining that the food's getting repetitive. Of course it was. They never tried the main dining room, never reserved a specialty restaurant, and didn't realize many of the best meals on board are included in their fare. And here's the kicker. Buffet food isn't bad, but it's designed for speed and volume, not for flavor. You're feeding thousands of guests at once. Meanwhile, the main dining room serves multi-course meals, steaks, seafood, pastas, all at no extra cost. You waste money and experiences. Buffets get overcrowded, lines get long, and you miss out on themed dinners, chef's nights, and surprise desserts you'll never see in the self-serve line. Mix it up. Try breakfast in the main dining room at least once. It's quieter, fresher, and faster than you think. Hit the buffet for lunch or snacks, but book at least one specialty dining night per cruise. And don't forget the hidden gems, poolside taco stands, pizzerias, late-night delis. Cruising is about variety, so don't limit yourself to the same tray line every day. Number 10. Ignoring crew advice. This mistake separates smart cruisers from frustrated ones. Ignoring the crew's advice. Most passengers assume they know better. They've watched YouTube videos, read blogs, maybe even cruised before. But here's the truth. The crew lives on that ship. They know every shortcut, every quiet spot, every timing trick to skip lines and get the best views. Here is a real story. A couple on Royal Caribbean ignored their cabin stewardess tip about tender tickets. Those are the passes you need to board smaller boats to shore. They showed up late for their excursion, only to find out the last tender had already left. Their beach day? Gone. And they couldn't get a refund because, technically, it was their fault. Most cruisers don't realize the crew's advice isn't just polite conversation. It's gold. From which side of the ship has the best sunrise, to what time to hit the buffet to avoid chaos. These people know it all. You miss opportunities, waste time, and sometimes lose money, all because you didn't listen. Talk to your room steward, dining staff, and even bar servers. Ask questions like, what do most people miss on this ship? Or, when's the best time to catch the sunset? You'll be amazed by what they share. And here's an insider secret. Tip a little early. Even $10 on day one goes a long way. Suddenly, you'll find towel animals waiting, drink refills faster, and hidden ship perks you'd never discover otherwise. Number 11. Not planning sea days. Here's one of the most overlooked cruise mistakes. Not planning your sea days. Most cruisers think, a sea day. I'll just relax and go with the flow. Sounds nice, until you realize everyone else had the same idea. By 10 a.m., the pool chairs are gone, the spa is fully booked, and the trivia games are packed. You end up wandering the ship, bored and sunburned, while others are having the time of their lives. Here's a real example. A solo traveler on Carnival told me she spent her entire first sea day doing nothing because she didn't know what to do. By the time she found out there was a chocolate buffet, mixology class, and dance lesson, they were all over. The truth is, sea days aren't downtime. They re-opportunity days, a chance to try the activities you never find on land. Art auctions, behind-the-scenes tours, chef demos, or that fancy afternoon tea you always skip. You waste the only full day you have to truly explore your ship. And once it's gone, it's gone. Every night before bed, check your cruise app or daily planner. Circle or favorite at least 3 activities for the next day, one morning, one afternoon, one evening. Book spa treatments or classes early because they fill up fast. And remember, the best sea days balance fun and rest. Plan both. Number 12. Leaving luggage unlabeled or unsecured. This next one seems small, but it causes chaos at every single cruise port. I'm talking about unlabeled or unsecured luggage. Every embarkation day, port workers handle thousands of identical black suitcases. Without a clear tag, your bag could end up anywhere, another deck, another cabin, even another ship. I've seen it firsthand. One family boarded in Miami, but their luggage sailed to the Bahamas without them. Why? Their printed tags fell off. They spent the first 24 hours wearing airplane clothes and buying overpriced essentials from the gift shop. Most cruisers assume the porters will figure it out. But here's the truth. Once your bag disappears into that mountain of luggage, there's no tracking system like at the airport. If your name, cabin number, or tag isn't visible, you're out of luck until someone manually finds it. And it's not just about labeling, it's about securing. Zippers pop open, tags rip off, straps get snagged. You don't want to be the person standing at guest services waiting for lost luggage while everyone else is unpacking and heading to the pool. Always print 2 copies of your cruise luggage tags and seal them in clear plastic sleeves. Attach them firmly with zip ties or metal loops, not tape or string. Add a small ID card inside your bag with your name and ship info, just in case. And before you hand it off, take a photo of your luggage. It's proof and a quick reference if it goes missing. A little preparation keeps your vacation smooth and your clothes where they belong. Number 13. Forgetting to tip beyond gratuities. This final mistake isn't about rules, it's about respect. Forgetting to tip beyond the automatic gratuities is something most passengers don't think twice about, but the best cruisers know it's the secret to better service and unforgettable moments. Here's the deal. Automatic gratuities, usually $16 to $20 per person per day, get divided among dozens of departments. That money helps, but it doesn't directly reach everyone who makes your cruise magical. Your stateroom attendant, luggage porter, or favorite bartender often rely on personal tips to make ends meet. I once met a couple on a Royal Caribbean sailing who slipped their cabin steward a $20 bill halfway through the week. From that day forward, Their room was spotless before noon, towel animals appeared nightly, and their minibar was always restocked just how they liked it. It wasn't luck, it was gratitude. Most cruisers don't realize a few dollars here or there can completely change your onboard experience. You're not just rewarding service. You're building relationships with the crew who work tirelessly, often months away from home. The consequence of skipping this? You miss out on that personal connection, the extra effort, the small kindnesses that turn a trip into a memory. Bring small bills. Tip porters at the terminal, $2 to $3 per bag, $10 to $20 for exceptional cabin service, and a few bucks for your favorite bartender or waiter. It's a tiny gesture that makes a huge difference, and it's the easiest upgrade money can buy. And there you have it, 13 cruise mistakes every passenger regrets making in 2025. From noisy cabins and missed drills to overspending and forgotten tips. These aren't just rookie errors. They read the traps that can sink your vacation before it even starts. Remember, the best cruisers aren't lucky, they're prepared. You now know what to avoid, what to plan for, and how to cruise smarter than 90% of passengers on board. So, if you found even one of these tips helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, which mistake have you made before? I might feature your story in an upcoming video. And don't go anywhere, because the next one is a must-watch. Backhand index pointing right. 12 things banned on cruise ships in 2025. You want to believe number 4. I'll see you there. And until then, happy cruising. Anchor Waterwave.